Today we will discuss on irrigation. Like all organisms, plants also need water. Every organism needs water for their survival. Plants are not exception. Plants need water for proper growth and development, as we know. Proper growth and development of flowers, fruits, seeds, etc. Along with water, minerals and fertilizers are also absorbed by plant root system. We know minerals and fertilizers. We have already discussed about fertilizers. Also absorbed by root system. And these two things are necessary for their growth and development. So the supply of water to crops at a different interval is called irrigation. So supply of water to crops at different intervals is shortly known as irrigation. So irrigation is necessary to, number one, soften soil before plowing. Soften soil prior to plow. Number two, to provide moisture for seed germination. To provide moisture for germination of seed, as well as for better absorption of nutrient elements by the plant. Better absorption of nutrients. So these are the necessity for irrigation. Now we come to the sources of irrigation. What are the sources? It's very easy to answer, like rivers, wells, tube wells, lakes, dams, canals, and ponds are basically the sources of irrigation. We know that irrigation varies with the season. That is, the frequency of irrigation varies with the season. Now, in our next segment, we must go to the methods of irrigation. In this part, we discuss on methods of irrigation. Basically, two methods are followed. One is traditional method, another is advanced method, or which is also known as modern methods of irrigation. First of all, we would like to discuss on traditional method. What is doing in traditional method? Water available in wells, lakes, canals is lifted up by different methods. So, in this method, water is lifted up by various means for taking it to the field, for taking it to field. This is the basic criteria of traditional methods. Cattle or human labor is used in this method. Cattle or human labor are normally used in this method. The various traditional methods are Number 1, moat. This is the pulley system. Water is taken up by pulley system from the wells. This is known as moat. Number 2, chain pump. Chain pump. In this case, using wheels to draw water from a source at a lower level than the field. So, through chain pumps, water is taken up from the source at a level that is below or lower to that of the crop field. Number C is dheki. Its water is taken up from shallow wells using the principle of simple lever. And finally, rahat, lever system using lever system. It's also run by using lever system. So these are the traditional methods of irrigation. These days, pumps are commonly used for lifting water. Nowadays, pumps are commonly using for lifting water from different sources, and these pumps are run by biogas, diesel, electricity, as well as solar energy. Water from dams. Water from dams is carried by canals. To many areas which are deprived of water is called the permanent canal. Permanent canal from dams. Whereas inundation canals are those canals which are used to divert rainwater from rivers and streams during monsoon. Divert rainwater during monsoon. So these are two types of canals also used for the purpose of irrigation. So these are all about the traditional system of irrigation. Now we come to the advanced or modern method of irrigation. In modern method, normally we use two systems. One is sprinkler system. One is sprinkler system, as the name indicates. Perpendicular pipes having rotating nozzles. Pipes with rotating nozzles. On top are joined two main pipelines like that. It's a main pipeline, and these are the perpendicular pipes with rotating nozzles. Again, this is going on, perpendicular pipes with rotating nozzles. So, at regular intervals, these pipelines are set in such a way. When water is allowed to flow through this pipeline or main pipeline under pressure, water sprinkled around the field. This way, on the crop field evenly. This is the idea of sprinkler system of irrigation. And the next one is drip system. What is drip system? Waterfalls drop by drop. Waterfalls drop by drop just at the position of the root. At the position of root. It has a network of narrow pipes or tubes with small holes in the field. Narrow pipes or tubes with small holes in the field, and water falls drop by drop with the help of this hole. It is useful for fruit plants, trees, as well as gardens. So these are basically the major modern methods of irrigation. So in our today's lesson, we have discussed about the irrigation, the necessity of irrigation, and traditional as well as modern methods of irrigation. Thank you. For testing your understanding of this lesson and more videos, log on to www.tubelessons.net.